for you when you get out? Like, what are you gonna do? But I mean, after you get over that initial, okay, I'm here, like, let's fuck shit up, you know, you just kind of get over it.
So what did you do there? Take me through it.
Are you still recording?
Savannah.
You totally sound like you are.
Okay,
You're interviewing me.
I'm not still recording.
Yeah, you
Okay.
are.
What happened is I stopped recording and then we got really deep in that for like 10 minutes. We had that deep span and I was like, wow, I should be recording right now. And then I hit the button, okay? That's what happened. I just hit it too, like 35 seconds ago.
You're terrible.
And then you just ruined it by saying that. Like,
because that question, it was like an interview question. Oh, take me through that. Like, what? That's not something that you say to me.
it is when I'm on FaceTime. I mean Skype.
No, it is when you're recording me for your channel.
Okay, fine. I'm recording you.
I know you are. Like, what do you mean? Oh my gosh.
No, but I'm also interested in that for myself. Like what is that like? I've never gone anywhere by myself before. I might be a little scared to like go up to people and talk to people. I might be scared to like go to a bar by myself or something. I don't know. Meet people. What is that like? Especially in a different country.
The only time I was like really nervous was, like I said, when I was on that first flight, and then when I was on that first like taxi ride, or it wasn't even a taxi ride, it was like a shuttle. Because I mean, like, you're in this foreign place, and like it's not like here, like, you know, there's no like formalities. It's just like you have to kind of trust like where you're going is where you're going. I mean, you don't know where you are, you don't know your surroundings. So that first ride was like, okay, well, this is sketchy, and like, you know, it was just a regular car. 'Cause I mean, you're in Vietnam, like, it's not, they don't have a lot of money. Guy has on, like, you know, a t-shirt or whatever, but I mean, that can be anything. So like the whole time you're sitting there and you're thinking, okay, you know, am I safe? What am I doing? So you're looking out. So me in my mind looking, personally, I'm very bad with directions. So I'm trying to make mental notes of everything I see just to be safe. And the guy is talking to me, just the way that he's talking to me, I'm like, okay, you're not making me feel any better. So I mean, of course he's being flirtatious. So I'm like, okay, this is not making me feel any better at all. So I'm like timing. When I looked up, before I got into the flight, I looked up like the distance between the airport and where I was going to be staying. And I was like, okay, cutting kind of close to time. Don't really know where I am. Don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for. Don't know where I'm supposed to be going. So at the same time, you kind of have to trust these people because you don't know. You don't want to just assume everybody's out to get you. So, you know, you're kind of riding. You have your guard up. But, I mean, everything ended up being fine, clearly. But I feel like I've never felt safest than when I was abroad. Like, the things I did abroad, I would not do here.
Really?
I could be out in the street, drunk out my ass, like, no one, like, amongst strangers, and I would feel safer than I did here. I would never do the things I do abroad that I did here. Like, I would never just be wandering the street here drunk, ever. I would not do that.
Not even in college? Like okay, not Hillsborough Street, but maybe like
I did that once.
maybe like
in
a
like
Glenwood or like a Fayetteville Street or something.
It happened to me literally one time, and immediately when I realized what was going on, like, I called someone. Like, you know, I was on the phone with someone the entire time trying to find people. Like, I was so panicked. But abroad, it didn't happen. Like, you know, I'm drunk. I'm wandering around in these streets. It's cool talking to people, like, trying to find my way back to the hotel or back to where I came from, like, whatever it is. I've literally never felt safer than when I'm abroad.
My question is why?
Because, one, I'm American. At the end of the day, as much as, like, shit I'm going to talk about America, like, as bad as, like, things are here, that passport holds weight. Second, you're foreign. Regardless of where you come from, you're foreign. Half the time, they're going to be afraid to do anything to you just because of the power that you hold, because you are foreign. Like, people are going to look for you. People are going to be, know your whereabouts, and you're important. Like if you go to the police, like they're not gonna. People aren't just going to touch you. Like, and for like violence isn't really like a common thing. Like, yeah, there are cases, where people are kidnapped and held for ransom, like whatever. Like it happens, but it's not that common. And the second thing is like I feel like if you're smart about things, you're less likely to get in those situations. Like I've been in many situations actually, where like it could have gone pretty bad, but if you're smart enough to get out of them, then you're fine. If you have this common sense to avoid those, like, if you notice things, walk away from the situation. Like that's just it. And I've encountered plenty of those situations where it could have probably ended up pretty badly. But you walk away from those things. I don't know. It's just you're foreign, and when you're foreign, you hold that type of power. They're really probably not going to touch you because there are so many things that could go badly for them because you are foreign.
Oh, really?
Like those same rules don't apply for them. Like for us.
Like what?
Like I know in China, like we would go around, like we'd just be reckless, and it'd be like, okay, the police isn't going to touch us because. I mean, unless like clearly if you commit like a super crime, but if you're just being reckless in the street, like whatever, like you're just you're a loud American, like they're gonna write you off, like it doesn't matter. Probably the thing is that what?
As I say, but here in America, the police will beat your ass, especially if you're black.
Yeah, they're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that. I mean, unless you've done something super wrong, like. I mean, I've heard stories of people, like foreigners, that are in China jail, and like when you go to China jail, you don't really come back.
Oh my goodness!
But
China
that's
jail.
it. But like if you're like clearly if you commit murder, like you commit like a real crime, but I mean, if you're doing that, like, you deserve to be like punished. But if you're just out, I've never felt in danger. I mean, I felt in danger, but I've never felt like something super bad was gonna happen to me. There are times when you feel nervous, but there have been plenty of times here in America where I feel like, okay, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I'm not gonna go out in these streets like that. Like, no.
That's interesting. I mean, I haven't had too much experience abroad, but I don't know. That's interesting. I never would have thought I would have felt more comfortable abroad than here.
But think about it. Even when we were in Italy, everything shut down. Nobody was out. When we were roaming the streets, like drinking and stuff like that, going to these places, nobody was out. There was no one out. We were hanging out, having a good time, just walking around aimlessly. We didn't know where we were, didn't know where we were going. Would you do that here? Would you do that in St. Louis?
Okay, not St. Louis, but
okay, like
that's true. That's true. Yeah, I probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't do that. Just aimlessly walk around and like we were like looking for stuff.
Just looking for random things to do. Like you're not gonna do that here.
Like,
I wouldn't do that here
without looking up like how like nice the area is and the crime and like stuff. No, that's
exactly.
That's a good point. Yeah, there's no way in St. Louis I would do that.
Exactly. It's just different. People are just nicer. I mean, I've only been to Asia. Well, I mean, I went to Italy, but I've like most of my experiences in Asia, and those people they're just so nice. Like they're really nice people all over.
They have a level of respect for the common person.
You do.
I can see that.
They're my people.
You need to go back home.
Mm-hmm. I have to go back home.
Yeah, maybe one day.
Definitely.
That's really good. You've shared a lot of great information, Savannah. Nobody's getting into it this deep. Maybe that just shows I'm good at interviewing. I can go deep inside.
Can you?
I can.
I'm not even gonna comment on this.
What would you say if I wasn't recording right now?
It doesn't even matter.
Because I am recording.
Precisely.
I got you. So, is any other tips you'd like to share for traveling by yourself?
You're such a radio host.
I just want to do a good job. I just want to be complete. I want to help the people. I want them to get as much information as possible, and helpful information, not just general shit. I want to get in deep to some like specific topics that not many people are going to be talking about.
I'd say trust your instincts, definitely. I've traveled with a lot of different people, and some of them aren't the brightest. But definitely, if you sense something's going wrong, then be smart about it. That's definitely got me out of a lot of situations. That I mean, it could have been nothing, but it's better safe than sorry. I mean, it's just about being smart, really. I mean, the only time there are tons of stories I could tell, but I don't know. I would just say be smart about it. Trust your instincts. They're really never gonna leave you wrong. Even if you have like the slightest inclination that something may be off, just keep it moving. It's better safe than sorry.
That makes sense.
And have a good time. Like, I'm a complete advocate of traveling by yourself. Like, it's so freeing. Like, you really have, especially traveling with no agenda. Like, I was telling another one of my friends, I was talking to them, and they were saying, I don't know if they could travel with me because, when half the time when I go somewhere, I choose a country, and like I go there, I'm like, I don't really have a definite plan. Like, I don't plan it out day to day. I can't tell you where I'm going to be staying. I can't tell you what I'm going to be doing, where I'm going to be going, because I'm not going to know. Because the best way to do it is you meet people. Like, you meet people along your way, and you're going to either, listen to advice, where they stayed, stories they've heard, and you go there and you do these things. Or, you may find a group of people that you really connect with, and you join them and you go on their journey with them, until you decide to branch off. But this person I was talking to, they were saying, I have to know everything I'm doing. Like, it would drive me crazy if I don't know where I'm staying, what I'm doing every second of the day. Like, that's crazy. Like, you're going to ruin your trip. Because what if you go to this place and you see the thing that you want to do, but it doesn't fit into your schedule? Like, it's in this place, but you've booked this hotel for 3 days, but you need to leave today. Like, that's just going to ruin your day. Like, it's going to ruin your plans. You're not going to do what you want to do because you've confined yourself to this schedule that probably won't even benefit you. Like, it's just something that you read online and isn't going to be a true experience. It's going to be some tourist telling you, okay, you should do this, and this schedule, follow this time frame. But when you get there and you meet these people, you're going to meet people that are from the land and people that have been there before, or people that are traveling and have been to where you want to go. They're going to give you this advice. Oh, yeah, this place is cool, but try this place. I stayed in this place. This is really awesome. I met some of your people. I did this really cool thing here. And you'd be like, okay, cool. Like, when I went to, I was in Vietnam, and it was actually during my birthday. I was in Dalat. Well, I met these people in Nha Trang, and they were telling me they had just come from Dalat, and that's the only reason I did the abseiling, was because they told me, like, this is a great experience. Like, go to this place, do this. And I was like, okay, cool. I never heard of it before. This is literally one of the best experiences of my life.
The abseiling?
Yeah. Someone else told me to do it. Like, I would not have done it otherwise.
You didn't even know what it was before.
I didn't even know what it was. I never heard of it before. Never knew anyone who had done it. But these people I met, they were super cool. We went, it was really crazy how I met them. Literally the day I got there, I don't know if they had just got there. I think they had been there for a day already. But I had just got there. My room wasn't even ready. I was sitting down on the couches, waiting for, them to check me in. And these people come in, and the reception at the hostel. She's like, oh, connect with these people. They're about to go do this. It was like a mud bath, like spa thing. And I was like, oh, that sounds dope. So I joined their group, and there was this group of people that have really connected like all through their travels. It was started out with like two people, and they met two other people, and this other guy joined. Like it was just a group of like a mesh of people, like just backpacking through Vietnam, and it was awesome. And we went to this place. It was like mud baths, and it was amazing. It was so much fun, and we connected, and they were telling me all this stuff about where they come. It was so heartbreaking because we were literally traveling in the opposite direction. They had come from the north. They had come from the south and were going north, and I was coming from the north and going south. So we just met in this one place, and they were going to the place I just come from, and I was going to the place they were just coming from. And they were telling me, when you go, you have to do this abseiling, stay at this place. It's really awesome. The people are great. Yeah, so that's how I ended up doing that for my birthday. And it was great.
Hmm. That sounds awesome.
But if I would have had like this distinct plan, I probably wouldn't have ended up doing that.
And abseiling was the rappelling off the cliff of the waterfall, right?
What? You're
Abs
breaking up.
abseiling is the rappelling off the waterfall, right?
Can't hear you.
Are you serious? Can you hear me now?
Okay.
Can you see me?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Barely.
Okay.
What happened?
Can you hear me now?
You're breaking up.
Oh, you know what? I know what's going on. All right, continue.
What?